Hello, welcome to my first Feral instructional video. In this video you'll see what spec, lifts, and gear setup I use. I run a standard Feral spec, except that I spec into improved mangle, which helps out when your target is putting their back to a wall or you are slowed and cannot land shreds. As for glyphs, I use Glyph of Mangle, which increases mangle damage by 10%. I use Glyph of Berserk because it puts heavy pressure on a team at the start of a match and forces them to go defensive or use a lot of cooldowns. Lastly, I use Glyph of Rip because it adds an extra 2 ticks to Rip, which is one of your strongest abilities. As for minor glyphs, I use glyphs of Dash, Thorns, and Aquatic Form. Before I get into gearing, I want to talk about the Feral DPS rotation. This seems to be a common question that new Feral Druids ask. Firstly, you must always try to keep Savage Aura up. That is most important. Make sure to always have Mangle and a Bleed on before you start shredding. Try to keep a Rake and Rip up as much as possible. Don't use Ferocious Bite unless it's going to get you a kill. Lastly, don't forget about Fairy Fire. As for gearing, I gem Agility because it gives you attack power, dodge, crit, and armor. Aim for at least 1000 resilience to keep yourself from getting gibbed too easily. Make sure you have 5% hits so your attacks don't miss. Also make sure you have at least 75 spell pen to keep cyclones from resisting. For enchants, I like Berserking or 110 attack power. I enchant attack power or agility enchants depending on the piece. I run with the 5 out of 5 Gladiator Sanctuary set, PvP cape, bracers, weapon, belt, boots, ring, and trinket. As for Pve Gear, I use Wooden's Lucky Necklace, Idol Mutilation, Ashen Band of Endless Vengeance, and Corroded Skeleton Key. I play on an N52 TE gamepad and a WoW SteelSeries mouse, which explains why my binds look weird. The mods I use are Nature Enemy Castbar to track diminishing returns on cyclones and roots, Badkitty to track feral bleeds and debuffs, Bartender for custom action bars, and Gladius for arena targeting. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, make sure to send me a message in-game, on Arena Junkies, or comment on this video. Thanks for watching.